morning, guys. Hope service is pretty good this morning. Just got here and I ain't got turned out yet. Let me adjust that camera a little bit. What's up, Carl? Yeah, that's a little better right there. And so anyway, so I just got down here a little bit later. It's 8:35 this morning. It's been doing a little raining. And so I was just waiting to get down here to get turned out, and had a few stops to make along the way. And so here we are. But before I get turned out and before I get started here, get these dogs out. I hope they can run this morning. I think the running will be pretty good. But you know, we don't ever really know until we get them on the ground and see what they can do. But what's up, guys? Good morning to you. But before we get started, I just want to say one thing. Don't ever take for granted the freedom that you have living in this country. Don't ever take it for granted. I get to get up by God's grace every morning. If I don't have any work to do, if I don't have nothing pressing, any meetings to go to or anything, I get to get up in the morning and load my dogs into a trailer or into a box, and I get to travel down the road pretty much freely, as long as I abide by the laws, wear my seatbelt, and I don't speed, without any restriction. I get to go wherever I want to go, do it how I want to do it. I get to carry a pistol. I can carry it open or I can carry it concealed. I can go to any store that I want to go to. I can buy what I want to buy. As long as I got the money, I can get it. We got that right. We've got that right in the United States. I don't care who's in Washington. I don't care who's in Raleigh or who's the governor of your state or who you agree with or who you don't agree with. I don't care. I don't get political on here because it's a waste of time, but I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about being an American and what it means to be an American, to be free and to have the opportunity of freedom, to have the opportunity for rights that people around the world don't have. So no matter where you stand politically, and no matter where you stand socially, no matter what your income is, no matter what your position is, no matter what your job is, none of that really matters. On the grand scale of everything, none of that really matters if you're not a good human being. And it just comes down to the simple fact that as a good human being that we care. And we care about what's going on around the world, in countries around the world. No offense to anybody, but the least of my worries in this country is to take a shot in my daggone arm. When you got people that's falling off of airplanes, trying to get out of a country that's been overtaken because of poor management. It's the least of my worries. I come out here and I run my dogs up under the sky that God created and the ground that He created, and I give Him the glory for everything. I don't care about people's first world problems. I really don't. When you got people suffering all over the world, you got women that can't walk out of their house without being dressed from head to toe, and that's their culture, that's their belief. I don't know if the women agree with it or not. Some of them do, some of them don't. It don't make no difference. But let me tell you this right here, and I'm fixing to cut these dogs. Don't ever take for granted that you can do the things that you can do. It makes no difference who's in Congress. It makes no difference who president is. As long as our Constitution is in place, then we've got the right. And if we don't like it, we can get a lawyer and we can argue it. A lot of people around the world can't. So give God the glory for everything that you do. Thank Him for this free country. And remember that most of the things that we have that we grumble about, truly are first world problems. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's run these dogs. All right, three amigos. Three amigos, come on. Come on, person. Hold on, you know you can't do that. Elliot Ness. Oh, I need to put some spray on your ears. They in bad shape, ain't they? Get back high. Don't break your daggone neck now. Get up here. Hold on. All right, ladies. Snowball, first down. Oh, still Maggie. Maggie. Quit. Race. God, I wanted them to jump over on that side. Lady girl. Her ears just getting some hair back on them, lady girl. Maggie. Sadie. Come on. Come on. Who's that? Come on. Shay. What's up, Antoine? Must have been a rabbit over there earlier. Come on, Shay. Oh, come here. She's so dang little, she about can't get her feet up there. All right, go get them. A wild thing. Hit the ground and went yonder way. I'd like for them to get over here on this other side instead of getting over there on that side. Come on here. Come on. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Huck, get down here. Huck, get down here. Come on. Huck, get in here. Come on here. Get down in here. Find him. Pick him up. All right, got them over here on this other side. It seems to be a little bit easier to see a rabbit over here on this other side than it is back that way. We're gonna walk them down through here. See if we can't get on one. So what's up, Chip? Hey, get him up. Somebody's running around crapping. I got some rain down here. Didn't get a whole lot. So, we'll see. See what happens. Eating grass. Stop eating grass. Huck, huck. Nancy gonna choke on grass. Percy, get out of her rear end. I'm getting her jitters out here. Grace wanting to water in something. Get your hind end on somewhere. Grace ain't been long come out of heat, so the males is wanting the smell of her. Between the grass eating and the butt sniffing. Now Maggie's wanting the water or whatever that is. That's why I like to do live videos. I've been doing these things for I think this spring was 3 years that I've been doing these live videos, letting people see the real deal. Letting people, whether they're new to the sport or whether they've been around for a long time. You got a lot of people that like to fake the funk. They want to put videos on. The only time you ever see or hear of a video of them is whenever the dogs is really daggone running, and they done edited that out and cropped out the bad part of it. They don't show the part where the dogs are standing around in the road. They don't show the part where the dogs are standing around eating grass. They don't show the part where they're standing around looking at you. They don't show the what they know they see and what they don't want you to see, because they think that whatever be the reason, whether it be their pride or whatever be the reason. Antoine said that's me. No, I mean the guy. I'm serious. I mean, some people don't have service to go live. Okay, I understand that. Some people don't have they don't have Wi-Fi, whatever circumstance. I'm not criticizing anybody, but I'm just saying the reason I started going live 3 years ago was because there was a personification of my dogs that they were put up on a pedestal higher than what they deserved. And so I started going live. I started doing live videos. I said, well, I'll let them see what the real deal is. I ain't nothing perfect about nobody's pack. I don't care who you are. There ain't such thing as a perfect dog. If I had a perfect dog, I'd sell him as a perfect dog. But I would sell him without papers. I'd strip the papers off of him and get rid of him, because I know I'd never have another one like him. So I'm used to having him for a little while if I can't have a lot of them. And that's just what truth is. So that's why I started doing them. It's been 3 years now. I've seen a lot of people do live videos. I've enjoyed their live videos. But, you know, this is the real. This is what it is. This is, you know, there's Percy, my #1 male right there. I mean, ain't enough that I can say about him, but he's just got through eating a pile of grass right there. And there's Maggie. Maggie just walked across. Everybody knows that's my top female. She just went across the roadbed right there, wandering around, looking for some grass to eat. So I don't, you know, every now and again I'll post what I call a clip of some type of a, you know, like if I'm somewhere and I don't have good service, you know, and I'm videoing and the dogs run across, I see the rabbit and dogs run across. Every now and again I'll post one. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, don't let them videos. I said this 3 years ago. I've said it for 3 years, and I'm going to continue to say it. Videos on Facebook, Instagram, and other places is the biggest ruse that there is out there, because I can make any dog look good at some point with a video. No problem. Thought somebody was going to open. I don't make any excuses for my dogs. It is what it is. They get the jitters out, they'll go on and go hunt. You know, my pap always told me, said, look, you get a dog, you get a day out there in the woods and the dogs ain't hunting. They're standing in the roadbed. It means that they smarter than you are. There we go. They know better than you. I have been out here before, they not hunting. 100 yards past the truck and come back. I'd load them up, take them home. That's right, Chip. There's flaws in all of them. You know, whether we choose to see it or not, that's up to us. But I'm not criticizing, don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing whatsoever. I'm just saying that I do live videos. I started doing live videos so that I could get people to see that no matter what they thought, I had done. In other words, I felt like I had led people to believe something that wasn't true. And so I started doing live videos, and we've been doing them I've been doing them ever since. And I enjoy doing them. And and I'm glad you guys tune in to watch them, because it does really mean a lot to us that you do check in with us to see what the dogs is doing. And so we really enjoy conversation while we're on here. The main thing is, like I said before, we live in a free country. No matter who's in Washington, no matter who's in Raleigh, don't matter who the governor is. God in heaven, Jesus Christ reigns over all. Don't worry about it. So go out and run your dogs. Run them and be free and enjoy it. Because you could be trapped in Afghanistan. You could be, you could be somewhere that you don't want to be. Running from somebody that you don't want to fight. That looks like hog rooting right there, a little bit. That ain't good. It's just that one spot though. Let me turn it around so y'all can see it. Oh, hide just struck. Looks like some old rooting. Right there. Always got to keep an eye out for hogs. That might not be no rooting. Might have been something else. I try to keep these look at Cher, one of the best females I got. She's standing out here looking at me. Try to keep these cutovers run up. Trying to keep them hot, keep them run up. Them hogs, they'll stay away from them. They'll stay out of here. Helps me, helps the rabbit population. Helps the deer population. Helps everybody. Everybody gets helped in that situation. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna hang out right here. Now back over in here, back over yonder at the big woods is a creek. And then all this in here is swampland. See that right there? That's swamp grass. Any of y'all that ain't never run swamp rabbits, you find that kind of grass right there, it ain't gonna be long. You're gonna have a blue tail up and going now. Blue tail, swamp rabbit, marsh rabbit, whatever you want to call them. They're different species, all of them, but we generically call them swamp rabbits. Lady girl. No, that's Nancy. Let me turn this around. Let's see what we got. Place is full of rabbits. You see how long it took them to jump one. I mean, I drive by them coming through the coming down here. Trying to get to my spot, I drive by the daggone rabbit sitting in the road bed. But I don't like to turn out on them. I like to turn out and let them find rabbits. I don't like spoon feeding. Get them, Grace. Say, Mr. Bill. What's say, Mr. Levon? Garrett, Antoine, Lonnie, Alan. Good morning to everybody. If I missed somebody, I apologize. Good morning to you. Walk down the shooting lane here a little ways. Get a little play. Hear that female? That little puppy in there? Good gosh, she's got a crazy mouth. 10 months old. She don't belong to me. I'm training her for somebody down in Georgia. But man, she's got a crazy mouth. She's at Jig's blood. And she's turned into a nice little bitch. Glad the deer hunters has been down here doing a little work. We had some, Mr. Levon, we had some good rain last night. Didn't have a lot of rain here where I'm at, but it was a slow rain. The temperature is 72 degrees when I left the house this morning, and I just cut the dogs at somewhere around about, I don't know, 8:30, I guess. And they're gonna feed her. Oh, let's see her. I don't see no. Get them, Percy. So you go around these feeders down here in this hog country. If there's any hogs around, you'll find the rooting and stuff around them. But all I see is deer trails. I tell you what, this stuff right here, the swamp grass, that's some tough stuff for the dogs to run in. Makes them line up and work it right. Because it ain't no spreading out much. I mean, they can some, but and y'all know me. You know me. I don't care how they run it, just as long as they run it. I don't care about line control. I care about track control. Thank you, Mr. Levon. I got 2,100 and some acres down here. About 17 cutovers altogether. I don't ever run all of them. I can't. Some of them are young, some of them are older. I like this cut down because I get a little better service for live videos. It does kick out some, but not a whole lot. Uh-oh, low battery. I'm gonna have to go to the truck and replace my battery, ain't I? I ain't gotta do it this second, but I'm gonna have to directly. I've been thinking about getting me a golf cart to ride around when I'm running dogs. They done shut up on him. Bit of a breeze. Not much though. It's higher. It's up in the trees. Oh hi. Mr. Cox, I believe that. I got a golf cart at the house, but I ain't brought I just ain't been able to bring myself to start hauling it down here because I do need to exercise when I'm walking around out here. And sometimes I just like to have a golf cart. See how old High picked up that chick right there? No High. If you don't like a dog if you like a dog, I've said this before, I ain't got nothing to hide. If you don't like a dog that swings in a chick, you will not like him. As I promise you, the moment he goes down, he's cutting the track. And he picks up a lot of the chicks, the hard chicks. Because he gets on out there. I always share these or post these videos. I save them and post them to YouTube channels, Cottonville Road Kennels. Countville Road Kennels on YouTube. If you guys go on there and subscribe to it, we appreciate it. Trying to build that channel up a little bit. And I always post these videos on there. That saves them. 4x4 for my area. Man, I tell you what though, Chip, this ain't no joke. That golf cart I got at the house, you know, so what, 6 or 7 batteries, I forget. 2-wheel drive, got positive traction rear ends, all electric. And I kid you not, that son of a gun will go through mud and climb hills, and I mean, that joker will go somewhere now. And I know I can get it stuck. Heck, I'm a country boy. I can get a daggone best 4-wheel drive in the world stuck. But for the most part, I think through the swamps and stuff around here, I think that thing, man, I took that thing through red mud you couldn't hardly take a daggone front-wheel drive car through. And that's with just regular old golf cart tires, not nothing special. I think if I put some daggone mud tires on it, I'm telling you, I believe that thing go anywhere you want it to go. Listen to that puppy. That's Sadie right there. That chopped mouth, she's out of Percy and Spunky Monkey. She's a bad little girl. When the time comes, I already know who I'm breeding her to. It's gonna be a while, but I already know who I'm breeding her to. If y'all remember that pup that I had last year, his name was Tough. He was out of Spotted Beast and Lady Girl. Called him One Tough Beast. The Spotty, he got a Spotty size and got her size, and I mean that cross really just clicked good. Jason Horn, he's got one of them. Jamie Jackson's got one of them. That cross really just clicked good, but I sold Tough to a boy up in Virginia. When the time comes, that's who I'm gonna breed Sadie to, cause he's a hunting jumping machine and she is too. So, got the brains, got the hunt, got the handle. They got it all, you know. Or I say they got it all. They do well at what they got. Let me put it like that. Ain't none of them got it all, but they do well at what they got. Old rabbit's cutting some circles on them right there. I'm suspecting it's a swamp rabbit. One thing about if you ain't never run swamp rabbits, they'll run good for a while, then they'll run poor for a while. They'll bump their little butts around on the ground and drive a daggone dog half crazy trying to run them. You get down towards Mississippi and places like that, you get in them bigger, them marsh rabbits, or what they call cane cutters. I run them out in Missouri and Arkansas, and they run a little different. But these old blue tails, they'll just get in this mess here and just bump their old butts around. Did you get semen off Spotty Beast before he passed? Yeah, Mr. Cox, I did. I got some off of him, and I just used some on Felina before she got too old. That's a cross that I tried to make when he was living. If you'll go back on my page a few weeks, well, I think last week maybe, you'll see a video on there, a live video I did of the pup there at the house named Chitty. She had one daggone puppy. Out of all that work that we did and all that everything that we done, she had one puppy, and his eyes is open and he's doing good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start worming him today, and he's doing well. So, but now the other semen that I've got on him, Mr. Cox, it's gonna be like whip. It's gonna be a while before it comes out. You know, I've got whip. Whip's been dead 4 years, and I've got sperm stored up on him. And as far as producers go, as far as reproducers go, Whip will beat Spotted Beast 10-1. Listen to this pup over here. This pup's over here running, and they're over there running. So I've saved Whip's sperm. I hadn't used any of it. I wanted to use it, believe me, because I love them pups. I love them pups, but I've held off. I've held off on it. Listen, that's that Sadie pup down there chopping. I guess she found a rabbit on her own down there in that check. Ever since I've done that video about that frozen sperm, getting that pup off of Spotty, I've had several people message me wanting to learn more about frozen sperm and how it works and all. I've been working closely with a reproductive veterinarian now for, I guess, about 6 years now. And matter of fact, fixing to take Percy. Percy's going in about 15 to 20 days. He's going. I'm gonna start collecting off of him because he showed me over these years that he can reproduce. Get him, Grace. So I tried to do Thunderstorm, or as we call him, High, but he had too many problems. He can still produce. He can still reproduce. He can reproduce naturally, but he doesn't have, his sperm's not healthy enough to freeze. It has to be super healthy to freeze. That's why it's important to get them, between, if you're going to freeze them, get them, the younger the better, but you don't want to do it too young because the dog might not be the reproducer you think that he is. You got to mix him up with several different style bitches, but also don't breed him outside of his nature. Don't try to breed him to something that's completely different than him because it's not a fair assessment to the dog. Oh, that's got to be a swamp rabbit. He's giving him a fit in there. That's right here is where you see dogs, quicker dogs or faster dogs. This is where you see them when you find out if they got brains, when they start gearing down in this stuff, when them rabbits start doing them little short spins. That's right, Mr. Levon. That's what so many people, well, that was the problem with Spotty Beast. God rest his soul, Mr. Farrell Smith had him up there for years and just bred the guts out of him and bred him to anything and everything. If it was a bitch in heat, and you brought her up there, he would breed, $300, and here you go. And then whenever I was able to purchase him, and I got him down here and got him cleaned up and all, he had got to that age where it was going to be tough to get very many straws off of him, so it cut down on our possibility. That's why it's important, super important. If you got a dog that's reproducing the way you want and you getting what you want, it's super important to get that dog, to get him tested and to get him collected as young as you're comfortably possible. I learned it. I've learned it over the years. I've learned it the hard way, and I've learned it though. That's the thing. That's it. One big healthy puppy. Hey man, that's better than none. Absolutely, Mr. Cox. It is amazing. And like Mr. Levon was saying there, it is absolutely worth the investment to be able to bring. Because a lot of you know, I everything that I've got, I have based off of old breeding, and everybody knows I love the Bronco stuff. And I'm not kennel blind or bloodline blind by no means. You look at Percy and Maggie, But and Sadie out there. But I absolutely love the old stuff. I love it. I mean, it's just good stuff. And if I can collect it and I can preserve it for the future, then and God gives me the strength and the breath in my lungs and the ability to do so, then that's what I'm going to do. As long as the technology's there and as long as everything else there. But like Mr. Levon said, it's absolutely worth it. And I talk to a lot of guys who say, you know, I wish I'd have done this dog or wish I'd have done that dog. And it does get expensive, but it's not overly expensive. I just look at it like just basically paying for stud, you know, paying a stud fee on the litter. The thing about it is it just depends on how healthy your bitch is as to how many pups you get out of it, and you know, so it is a little bit risky. I mean, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get not one. Get 'em, Maggie. I didn't think I was gonna get one puppy. Matter of fact, I kept looking at Felina and looking at her, and my buddies would come over, and John Northup from Ohio, he was down at the house, and Jason Horn from down east, he was up at the house, and I said, man, look at this bitch, man. And you know, I look at her every day, so you know, when you look at something every day and it gradually grows, it's kind of like your grass. Before you know it, it's time to mow it. Man, I was daggone. Kept looking at her, and get 'em, Maggie. And I said, she's some guns got to be bred. And sure enough, I took her I said, well, I'm just gonna put it to rest. She was 2 or 3 days away from her due date. She looked like she was bred, but she could have been going through a false pregnancy. I've seen that before. Some people don't believe in it, but I've absolutely seen it. Dog even convinced me they was bred, and I know they wasn't bred. Old rabbit keeps running out in them big woods and cutting back into the cutover, crossing that creek down there. Back and forth. That creek's about wide as this road bed. But anyways, so I just took her to the vet. I went up there, I told my vet, I said, look, I need you to x-ray her just to put it to rest so I can quit worrying about it. Sure enough, he come back. He said she's got one big pretty puppy in there, best as he could see. And sure enough, that Monday she had one puppy. We was on family vacation, and I had her over at my dad-in-law's house, and he raised her up for a week for me. So till I got back and everything, moved her back home. But pup's doing good so far, so good. He's healthy and he's big. He's a big rascal now. And y'all know Felina. Felina's a 15-inch bitch, solid 15-inch. Spotty, he was just under 15 inches. There's a lot of good stuff right there, a lot of good blood. So, so looking forward to seeing what he makes. Got a lot tied up in that one puppy, but that's all right. That's all right. First time I ever done it. That's the first time I actually used semen, so it worked out really good. I'd have preferred to have about 3 or 4 or 5, but that wasn't the way. Good Lord intended something different, so. You know, some of these rabbits, they'll go one way or the other. But that rabbit's wanting to stay down yonder in that. He's right on that creek line where them big trees are over there. I didn't reset my hunt this morning, so I don't even know. I don't know what we're working with. I just reset Maggie's. I'm gonna reset it after I put a battery in it right here in a minute. You right, Mr. Cox. You right. Good Lord willing. Get 'em, Grace. down. Good morning, Mr. Pinion. See if they're gonna pick it up and who's gonna pick it up if they do. I'm gonna have to walk to the truck. They broke down a minute here. Before I get too far away from it, I got to walk back to the truck and get me a battery for Garmin. I didn't charge it yesterday, but a lot of times I don't. I just switch out my batteries whenever it gets low. I switch them out and I just charge them back up together. Take one out, charge it, and take the other one out, charge it. I wish there was a road down through yonder to get to that creek, but they sure ain't one. And I ain't got on no chaps. Old daggone cottonmouth alligator might be laying down there waiting on me. If I get up in here and run, it'll be a whole lot better run. We'll get to see the rabbit. So, yeah, got up this morning. A little message I had there at the beginning of this. If you didn't see that, you can back it up whenever we get through this morning. Rewatch the beginning. Got up this morning. I don't watch the news anymore. Too much crazy. I just read my Bible and go on. But seen a little news this morning. My heart breaks for people in Afghanistan. Everybody that's involved in all that. I don't cast no blame on nobody. It just is what it is. Heart breaks for them. Makes me appreciate more as an American what we have. So be able to come out here and run dogs and Share just hit him off back there. We're gonna walk up here and get to my truck here. Old guy that hunts out these stands, look at this, he's crazy. He puts satellite dishes on his deer stands sometimes. He's got a liquor bottle hanging up in a tree right there. I guess we'll call this in here the liquor house. I got one that put marshmallows. We call it the marshmallow stand. See. I'll do it, Mr. Pinion. I sure will. And that ain't gonna stay there. Let me lay y'all down right here for just a second. Power down. Now I hope I charged this battery. I can't even remember if I did or not now. Pretty sure I did, but But if I didn't, I'm gonna be doing what they call running. I'll be running naked if it ain't charged up. See what we got here. I hope it's charged. I can't remember. It'll let me know real quick though if it ain't. Oh yeah, we got some battery there. Yep, we got just about 2/3. No, just a little over 2/3 of a battery. That's plenty. Now let it catch back up to the dogs here, and we'll be back in business again. I know the collars are charged up. I checked them. All of them's got at least 2 bars this morning. They've lost that rabbit. They ain't picked him back up yet. I guess it's one of them that grew wings and flew away. Make no excuses for your dogs. They lose him, they lose him. A loss is a loss. Matter if he went in a hole, climbed a tree, grew wings and flew away. Whatever it is, a loss is a loss. And there we go. We're picking them back up now. We're back in business. Now I'm gonna reset my hunt. Hold on, let me make sure everybody got picked back up. Yeah. Now we're gonna reset the hunt. End hunt, yes. Done. New hunt. No. Clear, yes. I'm gonna clear them out. Start fresh. Yes. There we go. There we going. We're back in business now. Here, lady girl. How many you run this morning? I got 9 on the ground, Mr. LaVon. Got 9 on the ground. I'll run them like this up until September the 1st. September the 1st, I'll pull out of these places and I'll go to some other places that I have. And then that's when I'll start breaking them down to 2s. I do a lot of soloing in the fall. So I'll break them down. Down to 2, 1, solos, brace them and run trios and quattros. Getting over on that other property line now. No, he's still on this side of the creek. I can run the other side of the property, but I like for him to stay over here because there's another big cut down over there. And that rabbit goes that way. I have to get in the truck and drive all the way around to go get them. So I like to, if I can, I like to try to keep them over here. And 30 yards down there. I'm wanting them to get up over here. We can see them a little better then. How many dogs you guys like to run at a time? You run them all because you don't have much time? A lot of guys do that. Or is there certain times that you break down? I'm a big solo guy. I solo everything I got. I solo. Even my old dogs. I still solo my old dogs. They never too old to learn. And how many dogs y'all guys like to run? See if I can get them back up here off this creek. Russell says 2 or 3. That's a good number. It's a good learning number. I like that. Come on here, 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 come on here. Come on here, 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 come on here. Come on here, 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 come on here. Come on here, come on here, come on here, come on here, come on here. I hear you. Yeah, Mr. LaVon. It's hard. It's hard sometimes especially when you know it's going to be a good day of running. It is hard to leave 4 or 5 of them at home. But and I mainly focus on soloing my puppies. When they're 6 months old, I like to solo them up until they're about 8 months old, because I like to know that every dog in my pack can jump and run its own rabbit. And come on here, 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 come on here. But you're right. When you drop 10 down, then you can. Chip says that he runs 6, but singles and doubles a lot too. I love running solo. I love running a puppy solo. 3 to 5 if I'm alone, because I'm on oxygen now, and wearing the oxygen big pack is just easier for me to keep up with 3 or 5. Hey, I understand that. I understand that. Come on here. 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 Oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get here. Come on. Get here. Go, 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 go. Come on here. Come on here. Come on here. Come on. Come on, Nessie. See Snowball and Nessie. I believe that's Snowball. Yeah, gotta be Snowball. I ain't got another dog just that white. Come on, girl. Come on, Nessie. Come on here, hi. Come on. Percy, here. Come on, Cher. Come on, get over here. Come on, get over here. Yeah. What is it, boy? I tell you what, I got him from Branco last year. I ain't had him a year yet. He was, I think he was just around 18 months old when I got him. And the only thing he'd ever been run on was hair. I got him down here and put him on these cottontails, these swamp rabbits, and he's really done a good job. Come on here. Come on here. Come on. Come on, Cher. Come on, Cher. Hey, yeah, he's really done a good job for me. I'm pretty happy with him. He's out of Al Capone, and Al Capone's out of Branco's trade sign. And he learned how to run these. He learned how to run it. He wasn't even open on the swamp rabbit. I guess he thought it was trash. But he's learned. Ain't you, boy? Come on here. Come on here. What is it, Snowball? Y'all been in the bugger life. Come on here, Percy. Come on, boy. Good boy. Come on here. Come on, lady girl. Come on, girl. Bless her heart. Them ears is tore up. Yeah, bless her. She ain't got no hair on her ears hardly. Come on here. Come on. Come on, Grace. Come on, Maggie. Come on, Cher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on here. Come on, Sadie. Come on, Cher. Sadie's coming. Come on, Sadie. Come on. I always thought that a dog broke on hair would catch our rabbits. Well, I guess there's something to be said about that. I don't have enough experience to, I guess, really to say yes or no on that particular subject. But he took him a little while to make the. It took him a little while to make the. Come on, Grace, here. Come this way, here. Come on, lady girl. It took him a little while. He'd run a cottontail, but he wouldn't run it very fast. He'd run the back of the pack, and he didn't make a a bigger effort at running, I guess you might say. What's say, Mr. Chesney? He didn't put in a lot of effort. He would go and he would open, but he wouldn't open much. It took about 3 months, but once he acclimated to the weather, once he acclimated to the terrain, to the cottontails and how cottontails run, and then of course swamp rabbits. It took him. I'm gonna say it probably took him 5 months to really get on a swamp rabbit and run it. Find him in here. See all this right in here is usually flooded, but we ain't had a super amount of rain. See this right here, this is old swamp grass, and you find that right there, you'll find swamp rabbits. They'll crap on top of them stumps like that. Most of y'all, especially if you're down around Mississippi, Arkansas, places like that, you know what I'm talking about. But but they old swamp rabbit, he'll let you know he's in the area. You'll find his crap up on a stump, especially in these low-lying areas like this right here. And it don't take you long. He'll be sitting around the edges of these low-lying areas. So all that right there. That's what they like to be in. Y'all wanna hear a fun fact? We love running swamper. Is anybody on here, and some of you may have heard me say it before, does anybody on here know why a swamp rabbit craps on a stump? Anybody ever knew that? Know the answer to that? I'll wait and see if anybody will comment on it. Let's see. Morning to you, Mr. Ted. I seen your comment there. I didn't say good morning. Let's see if anybody knows why a swamp rabbit craps on a stump. When I found out why they done it, I was like, it makes 100%, it makes good sense why they do it, once I found out why they do it. Nobody got an idea? There's a little delay on this, on the footage, excuse me. A little delay, so I'll wait and see if somebody's got an answer. Ain't no such thing as a wrong answer. Believe me, I've given enough of them. Sure, it's got humid out here. It must be fixing to start raining or something. No takers on that? Well, I'll run the answer by you right here, and you give it some thought. You'll probably agree. So a swamp rabbit. There you go, Mr. Russell. There you go. That's exactly right. They'll consume it. They'll consume it again. So basically a digestive system for a swamp rabbit. Well, any rabbit really, but mainly a swamp rabbit. Their digestive system. They only digest 30% of their intake. Hey Jamie, what's up, buddy? They only digest 30% of what they take in. So basically, the digestive system for a rabbit is like a baling machine. They'll take it in, they'll digest what they take in, what they need for now, and then they'll pass it, and they'll get up on stumps to do it. Well, the reason they do that is because swamp rabbits mostly survive in these lowlands where it's wet all the time, so they get up on a stump or a log or something, and that's where they crap on that stump, and so that it don't get wet. It stays up above the water level, so they can come back in the harsh times of the winter. They'll come back and then they'll consume it later. So they still have somewhere give or take around 70% of what they ate before will be on that stump, so they can come back whenever winter comes and times get hard. They will come back and consume it to help them survive the winters. So that's just a little fun fact for you right there about rabbits and why they do what they do. It's good to understand. Somebody just barked. I don't know if that's a stick, a snake, or a rabbit. But anyways, that's why they do what they do. They do it for survival. So literally, the intestines of a rabbit is like a baler. They just bales it up in little balls, and they leave it laying around so they can come back and consume it later. But you're exactly right, Mr. Russell. That's exactly right. See if I get another one jumped here. And I didn't come up with that by no means. Of course, I researched it and studied up on it. And Missouri, a wildlife biologist in Missouri is who I contacted on it when I was researching it to try to find the answers. And the wildlife biologist out there, he explained it to me. And you can research. You can actually research it online at Missouri Game and Fish. You can actually research it on there. They did an article on it some years back. And so that's why swamp rabbits crap on the stump. But there you go. I guess you might could say that they somewhat bale it and store it in a barn loft. Well, look how you fixing to get popped. You jump on her again. You want to follow her around because she still got a little scent. She still got a little scent left on her. Watch this. Oh, smelling that thing got you popped, didn't it? Leave her alone. Tell you what, this place is slap full of rabbits. All this is full of rabbits around here. And they sitting tight this morning, or whatever the reasonings is. It's harder finding them today than usual. Looks like Percy's gonna get it now. Quit. Go ahead and put your foot on her back and see what happens to you. Y'all stand under my daggone feet for live action right here, boys. Live action. All the dogs standing around my feet. Well, not all of them. 5 out of 9 standing around my daggone feet. All right, go find him. Go on, go find him. Go find him. Look at them. They want to be on camera. Percy, quit. All right. I thought they'd jump one over here. It's Maggie and them's gone out. Lady girl just struck. Hut-two, 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 hut-two. Oh, now everybody wants to get in the party. Dog bark, everybody wants to go party with them. I ended up running yesterday till like 11 o'clock. It was like 92 degrees when I left here, or down yonder yesterday when I loaded up. It was like 92 degrees. See if they're gonna do anything with that track. I know where I know where I can go and they'll shoot just walking through there. They'll jump a rabbit, but I like to daggone go back out here to the truck and go up the road a little ways. There's a pile of rabbits up there on the right and the left. But I like to make them get in here and put the work on them. Hard days is just as good as good days, in my opinion, if not better. You run enough hard days and you catch a good day here and there, it sure does make them good days so much better. Live action. It ain't gonna do nothing with that track. I believe that might have been a little old. Percy coming back. Sound like Cher. What are you doing back? Huh? What are you doing back, old man? I'm gonna go over here and find one. Nothing. That surprises me. Nessie. It's Elliot Ness there. Oh, hi. He turned and went back the other way. Somebody get struck here in a minute. Hi, you don't know where you want to go, do you? He put some Rogaine on his tail. Vet said he checked out good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll walk back up here. Get out of this low land. See if I can do better up on the high side. Come on, yeah. Let's walk them back up towards the truck. Uh-oh. My phone's fussing at me here, telling me I need to do something. Hey, Cher, what you doing back here, girl? Huh? You tired? You ain't tired. Come on here. Oh, Cher. Been around here a long time. You go back up here. What's up, Xander? My little nephew there. Come on, yeah. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. Y'all ain't going to believe it, but I'm going to show it to you. Look at that snake skin laying right there. You'll see that snake skin. Yep, anaconda. Richmond County anaconda. So, walking back up here and hit this road and go down, see if I can get a cottontail up here on the side of this, up on the upper side, see what happens. Find him. See if we can get one more up. Get moving on him. I had to get one up pretty soon. My phone battery ain't gonna make it too much longer. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 2 of them still out over yonder somewhere. Snowball and Lady Girl. I'll walk up here and do you hunt this spot or just run? I just run dogs here. I don't hunt very many of my spots. I don't shoot very many rabbits. No, I just run here, Mr. T. Rabbit shot today can't be ran tomorrow. See if we can get up here. See what happens. Yeah, I carry a gun during gun season. If I got young pups, on the ground, I'll shoot some rabbits. But I shot so many growing up, I just don't, I don't eat that very many, so I don't shoot that very many. My buddy Donnie, he comes up from Georgia once a year and comes hunting with me. I got 2,100 acres here, and I've never shot a rabbit off of it. So the deer hunters, they come in. Once they come in, I'll pull out and I'll start going to my other running spots that I saved through the summer. I'll run them during the fall, during deer season. And if anybody knows me, they know that once the daggone deer season gets hot and heavy, then I just run my dogs once a week, and I'm chasing them horns then because I love deer hunting. I absolutely love it. Always have. So, hey, get in here and find him. Y'all better leave her alone now. If we give you electronic email. Yeah, it pays to have a good running spot or two. I just don't care nothing about shooting them. If I come in here to shoot rabbits, gosh knows, during the fall and in the winter, I come in here to shoot rabbits. I ain't no telling how many rabbits you kill over here in a day. Catch a good day of running, I ain't no telling how many we kill. But I just don't. I will shoot them, but I don't shoot over here. I got other places that I'll go shoot now and again, and most of them places are places that I don't run. Places that I just, they're not very big. I might take 2 or 3 dogs and go over there and shoot a rabbit or 2, or take some puppies and run some puppies, and leave all the big dogs at home. I like to do that sometimes too, because I got all my big dogs are broke. They won't run no deer or nothing, and most of them will come back and tell on them if they get in trouble. I don't mind my dogs running deer when they're young. It don't bother me none. So I got a daggone $5,000 system. Well, I ain't got $5,000, but I got a $100 system, same as many of y'all do, that will let me shock them and then go find them if I have to, if they don't come back. And if I can't break them in 2 or 3 tries, then, I'll strip the papers off of them and get rid of them, because I don't, or either I'll sell them as a deer dog. A rabbit there somewhere. Maggie just opened up. Let me turn this thing around. Yep, that's right. That's right, Mr. Chip. I knew it wouldn't take them long to get one up over here. I like to make them hunt though, but you can't hunt I'm gonna tell you something. You can't keep your dogs in an area too long with them not being able to find a rabbit, because they get discouraged, especially when you got pups on the ground. That's whenever, if they're gonna run a deer, that's when they're gonna do it, them pups will. What's up, Big Matt? Now, you talking about some thick stuff. It's thick in there. Thought I just heard the rabbit go through there, but it might not have been. I definitely didn't see him. Well, daggone. Shut right down on him, didn't it? I thought I heard him, but that could have been a dog cutting through there. Shut right down on him. That wasn't him that went through there. Good gracious, what in the world happened? That one of them rabbits that had wings right there. Gone. Just like that. Track dead. A few sprinkles of rain starting to fall. Had y'all looking at the ground. If they did, he was small and they eat him fast, and there wasn't no growing. Wasn't no growling going on. Whoever got him swallowed him quick if that was the case. But they sure dropped him in a hurry there, didn't they? Sure dropped him in a hurry. Heck. Find him in here. Find him in here. Definitely need some rain. Yeah, we got a lot at the house last night, but it didn't rain all that much down here. Just enough to keep the ground good and moist. Got a little breeze, a little cool breeze blowing. It ain't too bad. Humid as all get out. Let's get them up in here. They'll jump one up in this right, y'all. One, two, three, four. Let me see where there might be somebody. Let me go here and look at something. That old lady, she's 150. Snowball's 150. And it's starting to drizzle here now. Find him. Find him. Y'all riding the roads. Get in there and find him. Find him. Maggie, find me a rabbit. Percy, find me a rabbit. Go on, find me a rabbit. There's Sadie. I understand that, Jamie. If they ever get one up right here, he likes to, these rabbits up here on this end, they like to cross down yonder at that tall broom straw, back and forth. If they ever get one up and running him. Find him. Find me a rabbit. Get him, Maggie. Find me a rabbit. You know she's the boss when she cocks her leg to pee. Old Percy gets it done, Big Matt. He gets it done. He don't care if it's 95 degrees or 95 below. He'll go. But he ain't no dummy either. Oh, ex-dog preacher man in the flesh right there. Get in here, find him. Go on, Percy. Find me a rabbit. They call Percy the prodigal son when I show up at field trials with him. He's been doing it since he was a pup. I don't believe the sentence all that good right now. But they all can get it done. But old Percy, him and Maggie, that's why I made that cross and I bred Percy to Maggie. That's a cross that's been 7 years in the making. I just ain't never done it before. Kind of was always a little bit scared to do it. Not really scared, I guess. Hesitant is the word. Because him and her's always been so good at what they do. And so when I got ready to make the cross, it's always made sense to make the cross. But I never did. I guess I was a little bit worried. Him and Maggie's always been so good at what they do. I was worried that the pups that they made wouldn't be worth nothing. So, you never know. As good as old Whip was, he was bred to some females over the year, and to be top-notch females and him, you'd think, oh, this is going to be a great cross, and didn't really nothing come of it, So, that's kind of the way I looked at it. But I guess they ain't going to get one up. They keep on running in there and running back out. Old lady girl, she's way off down yonder somewhere. That's one reason why it took me so long to make that cross. It's starting to drizzle some. I knew it was getting humid as all get out. I knew it was going to be, sooner or later, it was going to have to do something. The sky was going to have to break loose with something if it ain't nothing but a drizzle. Humid as it is. Turn this around. Look at Maggie. She's thinking about it. Maggie, better find me a rabbit. No, he's out of a cross that Kevin and them made. Kevin Weaver he's out of the female gunpowder and lead Sadie. And this grand pup. No, she was a pup. That's Kick's sister out of Whip and Whitey Almighty. And so that's who she's out of. And so Kevin and them made that cross with her. And then I ended up getting Percy. He was a pup. Didn't nobody want him, said he was gonna be too big. Now he's a big old boy, but he ain't too big. And so that's how I ended up with him. Matter of fact, Nathan Aaron up there in Virginia had him. Asked me if I wanted him. I said, no, I don't want him. He said, go on and take him, give him a try. Well, I took him. And I didn't need no males at the time, so I gave him to Stacy Smith. Stacy Smith didn't like him. So I took him back. And I just kept running him. Next thing you know, he was a daggone, I had him at the eliminator up there. Done good at eliminator with him one year, and anyways, he just kind of just earned his keep over all these years. He's just been a solid dog. So that's how I ended up with him. Didn't cost me a dime to give him to me. So don't get that very often. And he wouldn't do nothing back then. He wouldn't do nothing but get in the woods and rat. He'd just go jump rats. That's all he'd do. But I was always told, my dad and them always told me, you get a dog that'll get in there and rat, just keep on, won't be long. If he jump and run a daggone rat, won't be long, he'll be jumping and running rabbits. There he goes. I don't think the scent's all that good. These dogs, they not hunting like they usually do, and I know they ain't tired, so that's what my daddy and them used to say, dogs smarter than we are. So they get where they won't hunt. I leave them on the ground. I still let them do what they're gonna do, but I don't get mad at them for running up and down the road and doing what they do because, like I said, they smarter than I am. They know what they can smell and what they can't smell. You can have a dog go out here and he just hunting, and wear himself out hunting. Well, that's unproductive if they ain't jumping rabbits or if they ain't be able to jump them and run them. So that's what you call hunt. It's unproductive. And but that's all right, you know. But scent condition has a lot to do with how well they're gonna get in that thicket and work. And they'll go in and touch the thicket and work through a thicket here and there, and then they'll come back out. But it ain't very many days that they just run up and down the daggone road. You know, you get one or two, that's one thing, but when you got 6 or 7 out and they're doing it, then that lets you know that scenting ain't all the greatest. So, but anyways, my phone's gonna lay down on me here. Like I said, guys, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel over there, Coppville Road Kennels. You can just Google it, or not Google it, but you can search it on YouTube. You can find us on there. And I appreciate if you go over there and subscribe to the channel and check out the videos, like them, don't like them, whatever you want to do with it. And all, but I'm gonna sign off of here before my battery dies. And I'm gonna ease these dogs back down the edge of this road right here and see if they can't get a rabbit up. If they can get him up and run him, great. If they can't, great too. It's better than sitting at the house with wire wrapped around them, I can tell you that. So, and so just remember, like I always say, guys, treat folks like you want to be treated, like you want to be treated. Keep the love of the Lord in your life and let that light shine through you. No matter what it is, no matter what you've done, there's forgiveness at the cross for us all. So remember that. God bless you. Everything that you do. I'll see y'all on the next round.